Wanted to start out with this quote. Overnight success takes about 15 years. Believe it or not, it takes 15 years. But turn this around. Hi. So I love that quote because it's really true. Overnight success, it's not overnight, never overnight. It takes 15 years. I have a similar story to Dan's actually. When I was in 1993, I graduated from nursing school. I got my associate degree as a registered nurse. And I knew someday that I wanted to go further with my education. And I didn't know when that would be. I knew I had to work for a while because I was a single parent and I was pretty much supporting my kids. And I did not want to go back to school until I could actually have more time and the finances. So I went back in, I think it was 2004. So I went and got my bachelor's in nursing through the hospital that I worked at. And I did it over 3 years. It took me 3 years to get that degree, which if I would have done it full time would have taken a year. But my kids were way too important to, do that full time and work. Then I went right on to get my nurse practitioner degree. And when I was in the last semester of that, I just knew that I didn't want to do that. I was like, what in the heck am I going to do with this degree? Because I was in clinicals, being precepted by a nurse practitioner, and I wasn't wild about the, having charts on my desk at the end of the day and having to go through those and then not going home until like 8 o'clock at night, getting there at 8 in the morning and going home at 8 o'clock at night, 5 days a week. It did not appeal to me at all. So I had to make a decision, and I had to pivot my life at that point and say, what am I going to do? So what I did was I wrote my thesis on adherence to physical activity for a lifetime. And that's always been my passion, just being fit and healthy and teaching others how to do that as well. And, to go with that, I want to talk about the secret to achieving your goals. Deliberate slowness. It's not popular. We want everything right now. We are impatient. But I have to tell you, the fastest way to success is to focus on the process. Don't worry about the obstacles. Enjoy the process. Because if you get there fast, it's probably not going to hold. Think about your plans in terms of the next 15 years. Focus on the behaviors that you need to succeed and keep up for a lifetime. When I work with people on losing weight and developing healthy lifestyles, I teach them that it's not a quick fix. It never is, never will be. It's more about developing those behaviors that you can sustain for a lifetime. It truly is, and you're going to feel better about that for sure. Malcolm Gladwell, in his book Outliers, says that it takes 10,000 hours to master any skill. So if you spent 3 hours a day for almost every day of the year, let's say you started now, it would take you 10 years to master a skill if you did it for 3 hours a day. It's like the compound effect, like I talked about last week. The compound effect is the way you do just these tedious things day in and day out, boring, but they get you where you want to be. And build your foundation. Create habits. Basically, you're creating habits. That's your foundation. That'll keep you going no matter what. No matter if you feel like it or not, they're going to keep you going. And ask yourself, are your goals sustainable? Are you going to give up when you don't see results? If so, your strategy is probably not sustainable. It's like the Nike slogan. I love it. It says, just do it, and do it every day. With that, talk to you soon. Have a great day. Love you guys.